The Aggies lose to Notre Dame, and Connor Weigman did not show up on the big stage.
You are Locked On Aggies, your daily podcast on the Texas A&M Aggies, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome on into Locked On Aggies. I'm your host, Andrew Stefaniak. Thanks for making Locked On Aggies your first listen every single day. And ladies and gentlemen, the Aggies can't get it done at home against Notre Dame. This was a game with ups and downs, and it just didn't fall in the favor of Texas A&M. We're going to talk about some negatives, and then we're going to talk about some positives. The first negative, and those of you everydayers here at Locked On Aggies know how much this breaks my heart, but it was the play of Connor Weigman. You know, I still believe in Connor. I believe in the upside, but he played bad. He did not play well. He was 12 or 30 on the day, 100 total passing yards, 2 bad interceptions. They were, one was an overthrow, one was an underthrow, 2 just bad interceptions. And, it just, and then he makes a few throws where you go, there he is. The one to Cyrus Allen early in the game, one to Noah Thomas. He made some good throws as well. But I was really, frustrated to see the way that he played in this game. I was expecting Connor to have a better game than he did. He did not play well on the big stage. And, I talked about it. Hey, you're being talked about as a potential top 15 pick, right? This is an opportunity. This football game is an opportunity for you to go out, play well, and really show scouts, show the college football world what you've got. And Connor Weigman just couldn't get that done in this football game. It was really frustrating to see. I mean, the Aggies were able to get some stuff going on the ground. They had 146 yards on the ground. Le'Veon Moss had a touchdown, had 7 yards on the ground. Connor Weigman was able to use his legs a little bit, 26 yards on the ground. E.J. Smith had 24 yards on 4 carries. Amari Daniels had 20 yards on 5 carries. So all the running backs got a little bit involved. The receivers, Jay Walker had 6 catches. Cyrus Allen had a couple good catches. Trey Watson had a big catch. Noah Thomas wasn't, crazy involved when it comes to the stat sheet, but he had a good catch in the game. But, I mean, here's the deal. If you want to come out and make excuses, that's the best secondary you're going to play. That's the best secondary you're going to play. Potentially, probably the best defense. Definitely the best defense I think you're going to play. Notre Dame is really good. I think Texas A&M and Notre Dame were 2 teams that we needed to see what they have. And we saw, and Notre Dame, in my opinion, was the better football team, and I think is the better football team. I think their defense is really, really good. I think, championship winning stuff good. So I think that hopefully Connor Weigman next week against McNeese is going to be able to settle down and settle in. I mean, and I think that Coach Klein, I liked his game plan. I liked the way that they got some early easier throws for Connor to settle in. It just seems like he never really could settle in. I mean, the Aggies drove the ball down the field a few times. They were in this game. It was those mistakes that cost you drives that really, really hurt Connor Weigman and really hurt this Texas A&M offense. So I still believe in Connor Weigman. I still believe in this Texas A&M offense, but that was definitely a little bit, I would say I haven't hit the panic button yet, but I'm right on it. I'm sitting ready to, hit it. And Florida got stomped as well. So it's a game. If you don't play well offensively against Florida and you're looking at 1-2 to start the year, then we need to have some conversations. We're going to talk about the defense and why it was so impressive coming up right here on Locked On Aggies. But first, I got to tell you about our friends over at 5-Hour Energy. I think the best time to have a 5-Hour Energy is right after lunch. Tired after lunch? You're not alone. In fact, research shows that more than 70% of us hit the wall after lunch. Let 5-Hour Energy be what's going to help you and get you over the wall instead of, hey, crashing right into it. With zero sugar and a convenient portable size, it's the perfect pick-me-up for getting stuff done. The 5-Hour Energy website has flavors galore like watermelon, tropical burst, grape, berry, and more. There's a flavor for everyone. You might as well just try them all. If you go to 5hourenergy.com, that's number 5hourenergy.com, and get some 5-Hour Energy product today, you can use my promo code LOCKEDONCFB to receive 20% off your order. This offer is only valid until September 30th on one order and cannot be used with other promotions. The code is not good on subscription orders. Go to 5hourenergy.com, number 5, today. So I think what was so frustrating about this game was, aside from a few long runs, I think this, you had a 29-yard run for Love, and then Price obviously had the 47-yard touchdown. This defense was great besides a few long runs. And that long touchdown run really was, I think, the most frustrating part of this game, on top of, Weigman not playing well, because there were some there was a missed tackle, but there were also some missed routes. There were some bad angles where I think if you take the better angle on some of these, you're going to make a tackle, and the Aggies weren't able to get that done on that play. But still, all in all, top to bottom, this defense played really, really, really good. And I think Texas A&M fans should be happy with this defense. This is a top 10, I'd say top 10 defense in college football. Here's the deal. It's going to be wasted if you can't get things going offensively. Look at LSU last year. They were incredible offensively, and they couldn't get it going on defense. They couldn't stop anything. And, it wasn't the season it could have been with that historic offense. You don't want to have a historic defense with great players like Nick Scorton, Nick Scorton, Shamar Turner. With some of these great players, you don't want to have a defense with this caliber of guys and not play well when it matters the most offensively, because that's going to cost you games. The offense not showing up cost you this football game. So, here's the deal. I feel confident in this Texas A&M team to turn it around. I feel confident in Connor Weigman to get things figured out. I do feel confident that this team is going to show up against, obviously, McNeese, and then I think they're going to show up and they're going to play well against Florida, another team who just got stomped a little bit, and they're probably reeling right now. I think that this team's going to be okay. This team's going to be fine. The offense has to get it going. I think Coach Klein is a good enough offensive coordinator to be able to do that. It's going to be, can Connor Weigman turn things around, especially against a much worse off defense, which you're going to see next week. And obviously Florida, they're okay, but they're not as good. Well, maybe not after what they give up 47 points, but you get what I'm saying. Another SEC, not another, because Notre Dame, I'm saying when you go against another actual Power 4 defense. So we will see how this goes. I was definitely disencouraged by the way this team played. I was a little upset with how Connor Weigman showed up, because I was expecting much, much better from him. I think he's going to be able to turn it around, but it's got to be sooner than later, or this season's going to get out of hand. Even now, a great defense is going to keep you in a lot of games, but if you can't score, it's just going to be hard to win. You got to score to win. And Connor Weigman needs to be better. This offense needs to be better. And the defense, aside from, like I said, a couple plays, was great, and they need to keep that up as well. That's going to do it for this reaction show of Locked On Aggies. We'll have one of these after all the games, either the night after the game or the morning after the game. So really appreciate y'all being here every single day. Hope everyone has an outstanding rest of their Sunday. Last Sunday without NFL football, ladies and gentlemen, but very exciting game tonight when LSU takes on USC. That'll be a fun one. Everyone go watch that. Everyone get ready for some Texas A&M football next Saturday. And you can come here to Locked On Aggies all week long, and I will break down the upcoming game against McNeese, and we'll talk about more what happened in this game against Notre Dame. We'll break it all down right here on Locked On Aggies. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day. We'll see you on Monday right here.